Yo, ¿qué pasó, fanáticos? I want to speak to everybody. This is a non-boxing related post. I just wanted to speak to everybody though real quick because we lost, like I said, somebody really, really big, and his birthday was not too long ago. It was on the 15th, and I just wanted to say, happy belated birthday to the homie Nip. You feel me, cuz? And like I said, he's from Crenshaw and Slauson, where I'm from, and you know what I'm saying? He's from 60th Street, and just him being the intricate person that he was in my life ever since 2009, like me really getting to know him and speak with him and everything of that nature, um, is really, really important. And I give him a shout out. Not a farewell, but just a shout out. I was thinking of doing a farewell, and I'm like, nah, man, his spirit's still gonna live on. Just like Pac. You look at it, he really is the Tupac of my generation. He really is the blue pill in a fucking matrix. Like, I mean, everything he was speaking about, you know, everything that he manifested came true. Even his death. If you listen to a lot of his lyrics, he manifested a lot of death in his lyrics. Um, but at the same time, he shouldn't have went out like that. Like I still feel, I'm over the whole super emotional phase that I was in, but just on some honesty shit, man, he showed that you can be honest with yourself. You can be real with yourself. You can, keep it 100 with yourself. And you don't have to live a lot. He lived what he spoke about throughout his lyrics. And it's just a couple different things that I wanted to touch on that I think you guys should know. And I feel like Nipsey Hussle was the type of person who really wanted to heal this world. That's why he was trying to do the Dr. Sebi documentary. That's why he was trying to get people to wake up on different ways of eating. He practiced what he preached. If he said he was gonna do a green smoothie every day, he would bring a green smoothie every morning for his grandmother. You feel me? I think that's super dope. Most people don't even think about their grandmother early in the morning. Especially somebody, a celebrity on such a high stature, such a high level, like himself. He could have easily been like, "Nah, I ain't got it," or "I can't be doing this," but he did it for like I think a whole year or two before he passed away. He really got on his health kick, and he was just super consistent. I mean, crazy, crazy, crazy consistent. Um, Here's a few quotes I wanted you guys to write down and just take notes of. And I feel like he inspired millions. You know what I'm saying? His legacy's gonna live on forever. Um, like I said, he was the type of person that when he set a goal, he would do everything in his power to reach his goal. He was one of those type of people that did not take no for a fucking answer. He was very, very, very consistent. And that's what I strive to be in my life, is be the most consistent person, get wiser each and every day. Don't get dumber. You can easily get dumber as you get older, but you should get wiser. Your discipline should go up. And he taught us, especially niggas from the hood, you know what I'm saying? That discipline is very, very, very important. Without discipline, there is no success, or at least no sustained success over a long period of time. Longevity should be everybody's goal, and it's definitely my goal. But here's about 35 inspirational quotes that I can think of. From the homie Nip, from the King Nip. You feel me, Nipsey the Great, and him just growing up on Crenshaw and Slauson, being a crip, going through all the trials and tribulations and all the lawsuits the LAPD tried to throw at him and tried to lock Black Sam up, but that's how he was a real one. He spent $1 million to get his own brother out, even though it was Sam's money. Still, he could have just been like, "Nope, you in there? Oh well." He didn't do him like that. He said, "Nah, cuz I'm gonna get you up out this bitch," and went and dropped that million. I think it was 1,500,000 or 1,200,000, and got him up out of there. That's real, man. But here goes a couple. It's quotes. But before I do that, just give you a little biography, a little small, short biography of who Nipsey was, man. Nipsey Hussle, aka Ermias Joseph Ashkadon, was an American rapper, songwriter, entrepreneur, community activist for Los Angeles, California, from Eritrean descent. You know, he emerging from the West Coast hip hop scene in the mid 2000s. Hustle initially became known for numerous mixtapes, including his Bullets Ain't Got No Name series, The Marathon Continues, and Crenshaw. The last of which the rapper Jay-Z bought 100 copies of for $100 each. After much delay, his debut studio album Victory Lap was finally released, and we all wanted to get that out. We was like, man, Victory Lap. When is it gonna come out? He just kept pushing it because he wanted each and every song to be perfection. He wanted to be one of the best rap albums of all time, and it's definitely that. That's no doubt about it. That's one of the best rap albums of all fucking time. Um, let's see here, February 2018. To the crucial acclaim and commercial success, was nominated for a Best Rap Album at the 61st Annual Grammy Awards in 2019. For that, his legacy will forever be cherished and missed. May his quotes inspire some of y'all. So here you go. Number one, I always had passion for rap music. I was always trying to create a situation to where I could do this full time. Now, breaking that down, when you want to do something full time, you don't want to work for these punk ass white folks and these punk ass corporations, which Nipsey never done, and he didn't graduate from high school, which most people look at that as like a death sentence. You gotta give him credit right there. You know, he could have easily been like, "Hey, my life is over. I ain't got no education. I ain't got this. I ain't got that." But he didn't look at life like that. He looked at life as a hustle. That's why his name was Nipsey Hussle. That's why the streets called him Nipsey Hussle. Because as a little kid, he was shining shoes. How many little kids got the discipline to shine shoes each and every day? Because he used to ask his mama for shoes. You know what I'm saying? His mama would give him the blues and be like, I ain't got the money to be buying you no shoes. Sorry, little Ermias, I ain't got it. So instead of complaining, instead of bitching at his mama, instead of taking his mama credit card and doing some foul shit, doing some fuck shit, he went out there to the streets. And after school, he would shine shoes, do his homework, boop, 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 wop, wop. He would make enough money, about $100 every week, which was a lot back then. Cause he would shine, I think it was $1 or $2 per shoe, some crazy like that. He would shine that many shoes, like for hours and hours. It was just a different time in the early '90s. I believe it was early '90s when he was doing this. So mid to early '90s. That's a different time, and that's right after the Rodney King riots and all the LA riots, all that good stuff, all that bad stuff. But yeah, man, he was just a different person, man. You know, in the dedication song, he said, "I would never work for some white crackers." Like that line was so powerful for me because I've had to get a job and get out here and work. You know what I'm saying? To keep me from not going to the joint. And you know me being an entrepreneur myself, a startup entrepreneur myself, me betting on myself, me deciding to let my job go so I can do something different. It's been a process, but there is no progress without starting your process. And my process started with me saving up money, you know, make sure my car is right, make sure the engine running good, make sure I got, gas in it. All these different things matter, you know what I'm saying? And that's what he was about, was discipline and preparation. Without preparation, you can be dedicated, but you gotta have that preparation in order first. That's the first line of communication is preparation. Before you brainstorm, you gotta prepare, you gotta get everything together. Um, but yeah, man, I really admire Nipsey's strategy for his life since he was a child. And it was times, like you said, I ain't always had this shit figured out. I went through every emotion. I went through every emotion with this shit. So anyway, number two, thought is powerful in all facets. Even in my career, even in my life, things end up exactly how I visualized them. Well, everything starts with manifestation, and manifestation is one of the most powerful things, the most awakening forms of an affirmation you can have. Having your affirmations in order, believing in yourself, self teaching yourself, getting on this internet because it's free. Get on this internet and learn and just learn and just learn. There's so much to learn. So, just not making no excuses and just visualize what you want and go after it. Number three, I never wanted to alienate my brand for business. I always wanted to keep it authentic keeping as pure as I could. That's something that Nipsey, the reason why I really fuck with him super hard. You know, I call him Black Jesus. You feel me? Like that nigga was a god on earth. I'm telling you, man. Like the way he moved, how soldier like he was, how militant he was, how honest he was, but he was still fun. He still like to bust jokes and have fun. Like he had a great balance, and that's what I really wanted to talk to you guys about is balance. He started learning balance later in his life. You know, he let the drugs go. He barely even was smoking weed at the time. You know, he would relapse every once in a while, but when he was super stressed out. But for the most part, you know, he stayed pretty clean. That's why his skin, if you notice his skin from 2012 to say he really started clearing up his skin and getting healthy and everything. I'll say from 2015 on up. Was 2012, he was starting to look a little rough. He was on that lean for a couple years. And lean can take you up out of here. It slows your heart rate down and it can end up having a blood clot. And then you have a heart attack and you can die in your sleep. You can die just driving your car. Lean ain't no joke. Lean is not recommended. I don't care how cool these rappers try to preach it to you, rap it to you. That shit is whack. So I commend Nipsey for drinking more water, getting his green smoothies in, getting his greens in. Period. Most of us do not have enough fiber in our diet, and that's why we have that gut. You may be skinny, you may be ripped, you know, ripped like myself, but you may have a gut because you're not pooping properly, not going to the bathroom, the toilet enough. So I just really respect Nipsey for teaching health. You know what I'm saying? Because health is wealth, and I just respect him for that. Number 4, on a mission, your worst enemy is idle time. That's basically just saying that when you on your mission, when you doing your day-to-day thing, you doing your daily rounds, you gonna always have somebody that's hating on you, somebody that don't like what you're doing. You're gonna have somebody that's just not happy with where you at in your life because you shining, you doing your thing, and they came from the same situation that you came from, but they just didn't make it. But you made it because you stayed down, you stayed loyal. You know what I'm saying? You stayed committed to what worked. And what didn't work, you got rid of it. You eliminated it. Number 5, we got turned down, we failed, had setbacks, had to start over a lot of time, but we kept going at it. In anybody's case, that's always the distinguishing factor. All right. Now, what he basically saying what the distinguishing factor is, you know, you're gonna have times that you fail. You're gonna have times that you feel like life is unfair, but life is unfair, and you have to be able to roll with the punches. You know, just roll the dice again. Yeah, you may have crapped out. Get some more of your bread. Keep going because it's easy to give up. It's easy to quit. It's easy to say, "Damn, well, I just give up on life. I'm done with life. Fuck this. I'm done." He never did that, and if he did have a moment of weakness, he didn't let nobody else see it, and that's just what life's all about. It's not, you know what I'm saying, feeding into your lower vibration, your lower self. Um, Number 6, I'm about seeing long term, seeing the vision, understand nothing really worthwhile happens overnight, just sticking to your script. Like I talked to you guys before, just being consistent and just being real. That's just really what he manifested each and every day. And he made that become his reality. So, and everybody around him became solid. Everybody around him became more, about their business. So I just wanted to say thank you, Nipsey, for all the inspiration, for everything that you ever done for me. You know what I'm saying? We all gonna keep your name alive. We all gonna keep everything going, and the marathon continues. 100.